Hello and welcome everybody to Sky Vision Lounge, where we do the live analysis for the London and New York session, London market session and the New York market session. So this is the New York market session. So let's see what the markets are doing. So early in the morning, we drew this uh, price action here just to reemphasize to us again the fact that when we are trading, the market can only move in one of three ways. It's either it's moving up, or it's moving down, or it's moving sideways. And we said if it's going to move up, it's going to give us, so it's going to start from a high, from a low point, then push all the way up to a high, then pull back. On that pullback, we want to see possibility of entering the market on that pullback, as long as it does not break this low here. Yeah. And then we want to see it push all the way up, breaking that previous high. Now, once it does that, we call it a break of structure. Okay. And then it repeats itself again. It pulls back and then it goes up again. So we want to participate in that pullback scenario. Yeah. So that's basically what we're looking for. We're looking for break of structures and possibility to enter the market on a pullback. Okay. So what we have now, okay. So the other thing we also consider is what we call our three cardinal questions that we must ask before we enter any trade. The first thing is, what did markets do overnight? Yeah, we want to know what did the market do overnight? That is to help us determine whether market was trending or ranging, or whether it was trending upwards or trending downwards or just ranging. Yeah, and then we'll find out as well, where is price now, and then what must I see price do before I execute a trade. Okay, those are the three basic things that we ask, and it doesn't matter which trading process you use. You must ask these three questions so that you can follow a repeatable process. Okay, so let's go to the chart and see what we have. So if we look at this, is gold, and let's see what the market do. Let me remove all these lines, and then we just start from there. So what did market do? It came down, went up, came down a bit, pushed back, eventually giving us a nice break of structure there. Yeah. Then so this was the lowest level. Then it pulled up and then started coming down. However, it did not come down to these lows here. What did it do next? Instead, it broke this high. It broke this high here, giving us a market structure shift right there. Yeah. And then it's pulled back and then it's gone up. So can you see just this process here, just this one here, has shown us just that higher highs, higher lows, right? It broke structure here, pushed up, pulled back to somewhere here. It did not break these lows where it started from, and then it's pushed up again, giving us another one here, another higher high there, right? So if you are trading gold, after this break of structures here, or rather market structure shifts, because this is where the real break of structure happened. So actually, that has actually happened now. Break of structures there, right? But the first one was the market structure shifts there. So now on this pullback, this will have been a very good entry to enter somewhere there. Look for your first TP around there, and now it's pulling back again. Yeah. So the question now is, how far is it going to pull back? Yeah, we do not know how far it will pull back. So all we look for is for potential for price to pull back and then continue going up, potentially. Yeah, our line in the sand. So I'll use this one actually. So If it breaks below these lows here, if it comes all the way back down, then it might actually change direction. Yeah. Yes, so we have a proper breakout structure here. Yeah. So that's fine. Yeah, so this is the last opposite candle that caused this push up. So this line in the sand there is okay. All right. Let's look at the next pair. This is pound yen. And what is pound yen doing? Pound yen is essentially just going sideways. Essentially. So it's marked this high. It's tried to go a bit higher. Yeah. And then it's come down here as well. Initially started as if it wants to go down, but it's rejected that, came all the way up. So actually, if I'm going to take any trade on this one, I would like to see a nice break above these zones, then a pullback, and then a continuation. Yeah. The same thing too for Euro Yen. We want to see it break above. Let's see. Break above, pull back, and then potentially continue. Right. We want to see that. Otherwise, it's just going sideways. There's no clear trend. Okay. This one started out, this is pound Aussie. It started out with a nice trend upwards earlier, Asia session, and in London session. I had a trade somewhere here and eventually I got stopped out. And then price then went the direction I thought it would go. Yeah. And then it came down here. Anyway, I missed this trade here, this kangaroo tail here, but it is what it is, as they say. Yeah. So now it's pulled back, and then we have a potential for it to come back down. Why are we saying that? Because we have a break of structure here. Yeah, there's a break of structure there. So for all we know, we expect price to so where is that? This is the line, this is where our line in the sand is. So it can still come all the way up and then come back down. Or if it decides that okay, we're no longer ready to go down, it can just break these highs here. Yeah. So just like we have in gold earlier. Oh no, sorry. XAUUSD. Okay, so you see what happened to gold after it gave these break of structures here, right? So supposing you were not part of this trade and you were waiting for this pullback to happen, so you'll be looking for, let me use the pencil. So you'll be looking for price to pull back and then come back down. Your line in the sand will be up here. Yeah. So if you had entered a sell from somewhere up there, yeah, you'd be expecting price to go down. But price then decided that no, we're not ready to go down. Instead, we want to go back up. Yeah, so you'll have been stopped out there, and then you can then enter on this pullback here to take that entry there. Yeah, this is a nice pullback here as well right now. So if you want to enter the market, you can enter there, put your stop loss at the lows there. The 43.05 or so, around that zone. Yeah. Let me see. Let me mark that level. Yeah, so somewhere here. Yeah, just give it a bit of breathing room. Yeah, 43.05. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if that will work out. So let's go back to pound Aussie. Oh, I've gone beyond that now. Let me go back one more bit. So for pound Aussie as well, we do not know what market is going to do. We expect that it will pull back in here, and you can see it's already the sellers are trying to push the market down. Meanwhile, the buyers are coming in and saying, no, we want to push it up, right? So let's see, well, who will win the markets, or as they say, who will have the victory at the end of the day. But it doesn't really matter. Just follow your process. Our process says we wait for a pullback, and then enter the market. Yeah. So I've already taken a stop out on that trade. So I'm not going to take any other trade on it. That's why I'm not interested in that one right now. But that's a nice one if you haven't taken any trade on it. This is Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD has broken above these highs. There was a pullback, a nice pullback, and it's gone up. So we're expecting that potentially it might pull back again, maybe to somewhere here, and then go up. Yeah, I'll be weary of the whole setup if it starts coming below this zone here. It will be a deep pullback. I won't like that. Yeah, but I would like to just see it come back down a bit and then just continue going up potentially. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. I think I got an entry somewhere here on this pullback here. Pound USD. Right. So pound USD, I had a pending order down here, thinking that price would come all the way down and then go up, but it did not do that. So anyway, we have a break of structure here. So it's pulled back. It's come back up here. So what do we expect? Potentially another pullback, and then for price to continue going up. Potentially, that's what we expect. Yeah. So let's see what price will do on that. Which one is this? USD yen. So USD yen had just been going sideways initially with a hint of potential to go up, right? So you can see it came down first, went up, giving your small break of structures there, right? Then eventually just flush to the downside. Yeah, it's pulled back and then it's coming back down again. So that is good. So this will have been a good place to enter the market on that initial pullback. This first zone here. Okay. So let's see if that will hold or if it's going to pull back a bit deeper. Yeah, pull back a bit deeper before falling down. Or if it's going to change direction completely to give you a market structure shift somewhere here to then go up. Yeah, so let's just watch and see what the market will do. Okay, beautiful. So those are our potential trade setups. Do we have any questions? Let me check the chart to see if there are any questions in there. Okay, good. I don't have any questions here. Let me see. What does this mean? Okay, no, it's not a question. Okay, very good. So we'll upload this and then we'll see us tomorrow, London session, if you can join us, or the New York session. Thank you very much and have a great day.